Get all the latest news and coronavirus and more delivered daily to your inbox. Sign up here.
Large crowds gathered on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. on Saturday to watch a Blue Angels and Thunderbirds flyover honoring healthcare workers on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic.
Though some photos showed families appearing to separate in clusters on the lawn, adhering to U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention guidelines to keep at least 6 feet apart, some observers questioned whether social distancing became impossible as crowds grew.
Not a lot of social distancing happening on the National Mall right now ahead of the Blue Angels flyover, Justin McCarthy tweeted, sharing a selfie with a bandana over his nose and mouth.
A second photo showed distant crowds near the Washington Monument.
Not sure this is exactly the best way to honor COVID workers, but McCarthy wrote.
Click here for full coronavirus coverage.
On the National Mall covering the Blue Angels and Thunderbird flyover, and there are so many people here. Not wearing masks. Not social distancing, NBC News correspondent Lee Ann Caldwell tweeted.
A spokesperson for the National Park Service told Fox 5 DC that crowds were generally well-spaced during the flyover.
Instagram user Jew Woodhouse shared a photo captioned, "Lots of masks, good social distancing, sunshine, and planes."
Another Instagram user, Bluesome Twosome, shared a photo showing an area of the National Mall where people, some of whom were wearing masks, left considerable space on the green lawn as the planes passed overhead. Fire trucks were also seen parked at the scene.
The Navy's Blue Angels and the Air Force's Thunderbirds took off from Fort McHenry in Baltimore around 11:30 a.m. Saturday. The squadron of 12 high-performance jets flew in formation above Maryland, Virginia and Washington, D.C., passing over key hospitals and neighborhoods, before making its way to Atlanta.
An image of the flight plan released by Maryland Governor Larry Hogan's office included this message: residents should observe the flyover from the safety of their home quarantine and should refrain from traveling to see the flyover. Social distancing should be practiced at all times. Stay home and stay safe.
Coordinated by the Department of Defense as a goodwill gesture, the flyovers Saturday followed similar demonstrations by the Blue Angels over New York City, Philadelphia and northern New Jersey last Tuesday.
A Fox 5 broadcast outside Sibley Memorial Hospital in D.C. on Saturday showed people begin to park their cars, with some children sitting on top of vehicles, to view the flyover while also maintaining social distancing.
Click here to get the Fox News app.
In Atlanta, crowds gathered Saturday afternoon in the streets and on bridges to watch the tribute.
Police were at the Jackson Street Bridge to direct traffic and conduct crowd control before the flyover began, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported.
Onlookers, including former Georgia Attorney General Sam Olens, shared videos of the jets in the sky as crowds below applauded.
"The sound of freedom, in honor of responders," he wrote.